And in a bid to support and promote smallholders farmers irrigation in Nigeria, stakeholders from different African countries have collaborated with the Federal Ministry of Agriculture to launch a starter pump. The Minister of State Agriculture and Rural Development, Mustafa Shehiru, in the launch in Abuja yesterday, highlighted the importance of the initiative in addressing the challenges faced by smallholder farmers. Benedict Uku has more on this in the story.
In efforts to promote sustainable agricultural practices in Nigeria, partners have joined hands with the federal government through the Ministry of Agriculture to launch a starter pump for smallholder irrigation. The move is aimed at mitigating the effects of climate change while increasing the income of smallholder farmers. Speaking at the launch, the Minister of State for Agriculture and Rural Development, represented by Gani Garba, said that the initiative is a significant milestone in the efforts to promote sustainable agricultural practices in Nigeria and sub-Saharan Africa in general.
This is an appropriate technology that can change the irrigation landscape of this great country if it is widely adopted. There are numerous benefits, which also include the production of crops for better income, create rural jobs, ecologically friendly, and cost-effective.
With this initiative of irrigation, we are sure that in no distant time, there will be a lot of other foods on the shelf for Nigerians. The success of Kickstart is the success of the Federal Ministry of Agriculture, because it is going to contribute to the foods on our tables.
Also speaking, the West Africa Sub-Regional Manager and Director of Partisanship in Africa, Kickstart International, spoke about the needs for smallholder farmers to have access to irrigation and how private sector investment in irrigation projects can upscale food production.
This particular irrigation pump doesn't require fuel. The overhead cost is almost zero. All what you need to do is just a couple. And we've done it in such a way that a very old woman who doesn't even go to school can even make use of this pump. It's quite very simple. It's quite very efficient. It gives a lot of volume of water. The starter pump will give at least 30 liters of water in 1 minute. Interestingly, it's going to be heavily discounted, about 75%. So farmers will only be paying about 25%, which to me, that's just the best we can do for the smallholder farmers.
This starter pump is actually a very simple technology that enables a smallholder farmer to do all year-round farming at minimal cost, be able to make more money, especially during the dry season when they grow high-value crops and vegetables. They are able to make more money, and with that money, they can live a life of respect. They can be able to take care of their needs without necessarily having to beg.
The All Farmers Association of Nigeria spoke about the policy formation by the incoming president in improving irrigation systems in Nigeria.
Farmers, we are suffering with the issue of increase in the prices of fuel, and it's beating our economic cost of production. Everything we are producing, because during the dry season, is too high, is too costly because of the price of fuel, increase of the price of fuel. So this is a very good innovation for farmers, because you don't need fuel, it's just manual. If private sector can come in and partner with government, invest, and these dams can be allocated to private sectors, they take care of it, put infrastructures of irrigation, and then the farmers will be able to pay the services and the water charges, and then that can reduce the burden on federal government, and it will help increase the area of irrigation production.
The launch of the starter pump for smallholder irrigation is a significant step in the promotion of sustainable agricultural practices in Nigeria and sub-Saharan Africa.